Hey Cougs, I'm your reporter Leah Sneed, and we are here today at the Fertitta Center for a women's basketball matchup where the Houston Cougars will face off against the Washington State Cougars in their last non-conference game. The Houston Cougars are coming into this game on a high after defeating UTSA in a tough overtime game with the junior guard Layla Blair and senior guard Tiara Young combining for 51 points. This will be the first meeting between the two teams since 1995. This should be a good one as both teams are looking to continue a win streak to gain momentum entering into conference play. The Washington State Cougars started off with a possession at the tip, but it was the Houston Cougars with the first bucket, scored by Layla Blair to start the quarter. There was a short spurt of back-to-back scoring, but eventually the Houston Cougars were able to create a small gap with their aggressive defense by forcing 8 turnovers, giving them more offensive opportunities. In the second quarter, Houston's momentum slowed as Washington State clawed out a 4-0 run to give them the lead for the first time since the beginning of the first quarter. With about 3 minutes left in the half, Houston's hard defense began to get them in foul trouble. Layla Blair picked up 2 back-to-back fouls, sending her to the bench. Houston continued to foul, and this resulted in Washington State being sent to the charity stripe, which helped them to extend their lead, leaving them up at the half with a score of 28-21, led by Grace Sarver, who rounded out the half with 8 points. Washington State carried over their momentum from the first half into the third quarter by scoring 7 unanswered baskets. Tiara Young was able to break the run by Washington State with a strong and 1 bucket. This brought some life back to the Houston Cougars, allowing them to go on a small run of their own, but it wasn't enough to get them ahead. The fourth quarter began as a catfight with tit-for-tat scoring by both teams. It seemed to be raining threes in the Fertitta Center. 2 big threes were made by Brittany Onyeje, which minimized their deficit to only 4 points. The Houston Cougars fought hard through the fourth quarter, but still ended up falling short to the Washington State Cougars, with the score being 70-63. The Washington State Cougars were led by Ula Motuga with 14 points, shooting 100% from the field. Layla Blair led all scorers with 21 points, which tops her previous performance against UTSA. Next, the Houston Cougars basketball team will be looking to start their conference play with a win as they take on their rival SMU Mustangs on December 30th at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Leah Sneed, and we'll catch you on our next episode of In the Game.